With over 7,000 islands, the Philippines leaves an explorer with much to discover thanks to its rich history and stunning landscapes. Every aspect of the country and its people allows a peek into the past and what makes the country as resilient and proud as it is today. Learn more about what captivated the hearts of both locals and tourists in the journey to Rediscover Paradise. The Philippines is home to picturesque places that people from all over the world come to admire. But how exactly do these visits translate to economic revenue? Get to know the numbers that have proven the strength of local tourism year after year. The Philippines is home to over 7,000 beautiful islands, each representing breathtaking landscapes, diverse culture, and friendly people. With the steady influx of tourists year after year, local tourism has steadily grown. As of May 2017, the country has reached a total of roughly 532,000 visitor arrivals, which is a 19.6% increase compared to the visitor count last May 2016. But what exactly draws people from all over the world to visit the Philippines?
People now go out of town at least 4 to 5 times a year. Airline tickets are more affordable, resorts have better packages, and there are so many new destinations that are accessible, and it's truly more fun in the Philippines.
In 2016, the tourism industry contributed a total of 8.6% to the Philippine economy, providing employment to 5.2 million Filipinos in various industries, or a whopping 12.8% of the country's total workforce.
To date, tourism is the third biggest contributor to the GDP. We've seen the tourism receipts so far this year. It's in the billions already. We know that when the tourism industry grows, our people will benefit from it.
The positive growth in arrivals proves the country is equipped to handle big international events. While creative and unique ads like the Department of Tourism's 2012 It's More Fun in the Philippines campaign help local travel agencies flourish.
So in terms of branding and recognition, It's More Fun in the Philippines is like a good evolution because it's the first time that there seems to be a medium to a long-term campaign of tourism. And yung recall, it really brought a lot to us kasi parang, uy, may Philippines pala na pwedeng puntahan, na ang gaganda ng beach, ang ganda ng culture, history. So now, we put ourselves in the map with the It's More Fun in the Philippines.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
The Department of Tourism also encourages stakeholders to share what they think needs improvement on, including strengthening road networks, which in turn would help industry players provide better service to tourists.
Ang maganda kasi dito, mula nung napass yung Tourism Act, yung RA 9593, a law that talks about the partnership of the private and the public sector. So there was the creation of the Tourism Congress. There's a conscious effort to have the inputs of the private sector. So nagkaroon ng National Tourism Development Plan, which is also under that law, no?
In the next 5 years, the department projects tourism revenues will increase to 3.9 trillion pesos and provide 6.5 million jobs.
Because we will be promoting new destinations, and whenever a new destination starts to become famous, the community benefits from it. It's a good time to come to the Philippines.
There are many reasons why people from all over the world visit the Philippines, but the best way is to find out for oneself. After learning about the steady growth of the Philippines' local tourism industry, it is a must to take a closer look into the historical places that encourage locals and tourists to explore the country even further. Intramuros, or the Walled City, has stood for over 400 years, reminding Filipinos of the country's long and hard path towards independence. Today, Intramuros serves as a key destination for both locals and tourists to learn more about the Philippines' rich history. Thanks to trained and skillful tour guides like Joe Casella, visitors are equipped with the right information about the Walled City.
As you can see, everything, as I said earlier, was destroyed in 1945. Completely destroyed. We will not restore, as a reminder to all the people about the horrors of war.
Not only do visitors learn about Intramuros' importance in Philippine history, they also learn about other key places across the country that is worth visiting.
A very excellent tour guide. He could explain in details of the history of this site and good communication. So it is an excellent tour guide.
As part of the accreditation process of the Department of Tourism, Casella and other tour guides have gone through rigorous training that have given them the necessary skills in order to become effective tour guides.
From 1996 until today, Department of Tourism has this special program. It's actually a 30-day workshop, a very intensive seminar. We were given lectures, how to do the itinerary, how to write scripts. So in order to give information effectively to our guests.
This has been going on for a long time because, you know, it's critical that when you offer packages, tour packages, and you want to introduce destinations to tourists, you need to have people who will be able to guide our tourists through all of these itineraries and destinations. So for us to be able to discharge that mandate, we created skills training that are categorized into 4 levels. We have the basic skills, we have skills enhancements, we have reskilling, which means retooling people for changes in their job descriptions or in their work because of technology. And then we'll have the industry-wide training, which are future trends, so that we're able to prepare our enterprises in the industry for future developments.
Guiding is a matter of choice.
The Department of Tourism also gives trainings and accreditation to the drivers who are part of the tour. They are expected to know their way around each site as well as know its history and significance.
Ngayon ko lang natutunan na ang transport ay isa sa basic components ng tourism na kailangan matutunan talaga ng bawat driver.
These training programs are just some of the several projects headed by the Department of Tourism that have helped boost the local tourism industry over the years.
Sa amin kasi meron din kaming culinaria training, meron din kaming homestay training. So pag na-enable sila at nag-umpisa silang maging entrepreneurs, it shows in a very concrete way how people can participate in the development of tourism.
Moving forward, the department hopes to take on new challenges that would bring jobs to more Filipinos as well as develop more programs for the betterment of the country's greatest destinations.
I think tour guiding is about storytelling. It's about people being proud of themselves, of their communities. It's being proud of who they are. And that pride is the one that really speaks to the tourist and makes them want to come back because pinakilala mo kung sino ka at sa pagpapakilala mo kung sino ka, pabalik ang turista kasi magiging kaibigan mo sila at magiging kaparte ka ng buhay nila.
Indeed, tour guiding is more fun in the Philippines. Intramuros is just one of the Philippines' many historical places that provide a view of the country's rich past, which Filipinos take pride in. Get to know the Department of Tourism's program that encourages Filipinos to continue promoting the Philippines' best tourist spots. According to the Department of Tourism, more than 5 million tourists visited the country in 2016. a 37% growth from 2012 when the campaign It's More Fun in the Philippines first started.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
To sustain this momentum, the department reactivated its Bring Home a Friend program, which encourages Filipinos to promote the country to their friends abroad.
If you have friends and relatives abroad, been staying abroad for many years, pauwiin ninyo and then let them come because Philippines is different now.
The Rewards program, which was first launched in 1994, aims to show how every Filipino can be an ambassador of the country. Some of the 2017 Miss Universe candidates were even tapped to become ambassadors when they last visited.
This year, the DOT will launch a bigger and grander Bring Home a Friend project.
Bring Home a Friend started October 15, which will end on April 15, 2018.
By participating in the program, Filipino sponsors get a chance to win major prizes, including a condominium unit, a car, and a 200,000 peso gift certificate from Duty Free Philippines. Meanwhile, foreign friends can win round-trip flights and tour packages to Palawan, Cebu, and Davao.
We ask everybody to register online through bringhomefriend.online. The registration is free. And the good thing about it is you can invite as much as you want.
In 2016, most tourists come from America, Australia, Japan, Korea, and China. And with Bring Home a Friend program, the department expects to draw more inbound travelers from different countries.
The Bring Home a Friend has already shown a lot of people have already engaged, and we expect this to accelerate as the Christmas season comes by. You know that this is the balikbayan season, and we were abroad to launch it as well, to tell the Filipinos that, hey, what better time to go to the Philippines and win a free trip back to Philippines and to 3 destinations.
The Department of Tourism's initiatives to promote the country's many riches have not only contributed to the local tourism industry, it has also helped strengthen friendships between tourists and locals, making friendship more fun in the Philippines. Despite a rich agricultural and fishery background, the Philippines' best resource will always be its people. The Filipinos' innate hospitality and warmth has allowed for huge and groundbreaking events to take place in the country. The Philippines is no stranger when it comes to hosting world events. From the highly successful Madrid Fusion to the most anticipated Miss Universe, and just recently, the ASEAN Conference. As the host for the 31st ASEAN Summit, the Philippines welcomed leaders from across the globe who got a taste of the country's world-class venues, services, and other notable offerings. It has also become home to some of the biggest and brightest stars from all over the globe. International artists are welcomed by the warmth, love, and unwavering hospitality of the Filipino fans.
Filipinos, they have a lot of heart, they're very passionate, and what I love is they're very sensitive, they love music. They've just been there, they've been consistent.
Aside from Western music, the K-pop genre has invaded the music scene in the country. Fans like Anna, Angela, and Riri, who first met each other at a K-pop concert, have gone a long way to express their admiration and love for these groups.
My name is Riri. I'm Anna. I'm Angela. And we love BAP!
The first event that I attended was Super Popcorn. It was a joint concert here in the Philippines, and for me it was the nice feeling because I had a chance to interact with different fans.
The feeling of seeing them for the first time was unbelievable, and they gave us an amazing show. And I also like that they try to speak in our language whenever they come here, so it's interesting to hear them speak Tagalog.
Fortunately, local production companies have increased over the years, with more and more international acts visiting and performing for Filipinos.
Once we decide on an artist, we start a process of looking for venues and the specific time frame that they're available to tour in Manila or anywhere in the Philippines. You know, we start booking the hotels that they prefer. Then of course, once we have those set, you know, we start working, getting the documentation that they need to be able to perform here in the Philippines. Back in 2009, when we brought in Lady Gaga for the first time, our show in Manila was the biggest venue she's ever played in during that tour. And after the show, she was crying. She was so widely accepted in the Philippines.
International acts have also influenced other businesses like restaurants and cafes. Several shops in the country have built their concepts around international themes like K-pop music, where fans can enjoy some delightful Korean-inspired dishes and drinks.
I hope that there will be more joint concerts here in the Philippines with artists that hasn't been here.
As for Anna, Angela, and Riri, the frequent concerts of their favorite K-pop idols have proven that the Philippines has become a must destination for the world's biggest acts, which brings them a step closer to their favorite idols. Concerts and events are indeed more fun in the Philippines. Apart from the world-class stadiums and concert halls where international events are held, the country's hospitality and thoughtfulness also extend to several of its infrastructures and facilities. The Philippines isn't only a country of great attractions and friendly people. It is also a nation that values inclusivity and convenience. Filipino engineers and architects make sure to build infrastructures that cater to all, including persons who are differently abled.
Most of our tourists now are backpackers. The ones we should be targeting are people with deep pockets who have the time. These are the people in wheelchairs, the aging tourists. And easily they come with 2 or 3 people to assist them. And our country may be the best potential for tourist destination, also for retirement, second homes, third homes, because of the happy Filipinos. And we don't have to train our tourism staffers to smile.
Out of the 1,800 municipalities and 140 plus cities are really compliant to accessibility law through the seal of good local governance. And we also have so many hotel accommodations that have facilities for persons with disabilities.
The Philippines provides more than 200,000 rooms through its 9,329 accredited accommodation establishments. In average, a foreign tourist stays for 9 nights and spends $100 or roughly 5,000 pesos per day. As part of its ongoing mission to make the Philippines a place for all, the Department of Tourism urges establishment owners to always consider the safety and convenience of differently abled persons when building infrastructures.
Example na lang, rampa. Pagpasok nila sa facility mo, dapat may dadaanan ng mga wheelchair. Tapos doon sa elevator mo, dapat syempre mas mababa yung pinipindot para doon sa mga nakaupo sa wheelchair. But persons with disabilities does not only mean people who cannot walk. There are also those who are mentally challenged. And I hope that in the future, we will work towards increasing facilities with that kind of mechanism.
The Philippines' warmth and inclusivity also extends to different types of businesses. The Department of Tourism has come up with programs and rewards for both local and foreign investors.
So sa DOT, we're promoting yung friendly facilities because as I said, it's part of the accreditation process. And in our standards and regulatory mechanisms, we actually give points, especially for star rating for those with those capabilities. And if you do not have that kind of facility, you limit also your market.
We are amending the BP 344 because BP 344 only talks about built environment and public transport, but now we have to include accessibility to information and communication technology so that persons who are deaf and blind will also have access to information and communication technology. So we are getting there. Hopefully, in 3 to 5 years, we will see the accessible Philippines.
The Philippines empowers people to move without boundaries in more ways than one. There's still a lot to explore and discover, but with the help of resourceful, resilient Filipinos, each place is made more memorable after every trip. After learning about what makes the Philippines a country worth visiting, there's still a lot more about the places, the people, and the culture that are left to explore. Continue to be inspired and enlightened by the country's many facets in every journey that leads to Rediscover Paradise.